and welcome to You Beauty, the daily podcast for your face. I am Sarah Marie Farge.
And I'm Kelly McCarran, and this is the show where we take a deep dive into our makeup bags or our beauty bags in general and talk about why. Why are different things in there?
Yeah, why are different things in there?
I've actually got like a big...
We've got our like big toes.
No, I've got a proper makeup bag today.
You brought your makeup bag.
I did.
I was in a rush. I chucked everything around my makeup bag today.
Isn't that cute?
It's so cute.
So we're going to discuss a couple of things.
I actually
Why
really
they're in
like
there.
that. Yes.
Because we're talking about the 5-minute face.
5-minute face for you guys.
You can use all of these products in 5 minutes. No, you can use like one or two. No, you can use 5.
We've limited it down to like 5 minutes for those. My 5-minute face is in here.
Oh, okay.
I did,
Well, let's get
yes.
into it. I do not believe that you, Sarah Marie, can do your makeup in 5 minutes. So we are both going to separately film the 5-minute makeup challenge. Mm-hmm. So stay to the end of this video if you want to see.
You're going to eat your words.
Yeah, you know,
you are going to eat your... I am going to bring it. I'm going to have it all laid out with a timer.
Okay, good. Walk me through what you're going to do.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do for my 5-minute makeup. I've got my product list for you.
Great.
Where are we? What I have been starting with is the Bondi Sands SPF Hydrating Face Lotion. I use this after my skincare. You don't need a primer. You can just use this. It gives you that extra hydration. So no need for primer, extra hydration, and allows the powder that I'm going to later tell you about.
You're putting powder on in 5 minutes?
Yes. Just wait for it.
She's going to do a full glam.
I promise you it's not. I promise.
Okay.
I think.
I'm so intrigued.
I promise you it's not. Okay. So, great way to start. The Kosas Concealer. Oh, I keep everything in
Why
the box.
is it in the box?
Because I don't even know if it's glass, but I get so paranoid that the kids are going to break it or something that I keep a lot of the stuff I really love in boxes.
Okay.
Like even my MAC blush is still... Like the top's open, but I have access to it. It's inside them. I don't know why. It's just like my little
habit.
It's my little habit I've always had. I think my mum did it and I just stuck with me. So the Kosas Concealer, I'm surprised I liked this because yes, it's hydrating, but it's actually medium, for me, a medium coverage. It's not like my typical full coverage Huda Beauty concealers. But if I'm doing a 5-minute makeup, those concealers, sometimes it's too much coverage to blend and make the skin look like it's just naturally flawless. So the Kosas Concealer, really lovely, nice radiant finish. I put that under the eyes here in the inner corners. I put it on the outer corner here lifting up. And then I put it just here on the nose. This is like
marionette lines.
Marionette lines here. You know whenever someone says a marionette line, I think of those really scary dolls, the ones that wear a top hat and like, hello. Like
there's just on the side of your face going, yoo-hoo.
Yeah. Like not Chucky, the other ones that people used to sit on their laps and they thought that was a good idea. When they're just like, hello, hi, my name's Charlie.
How they ended up in the same. That's a ventriloquist doll.
A ventriloquist doll.
That's not a marionette.
No.
I know the doll that you're talking about though, but what you're thinking of now is like that Fear Street, the Goosebumps books.
Yes, the Goosebumps
And he was
guy.
alive.
Yes.
R.L. Stein.
Freaking terrifying doll. How anyone thought that was a good idea. Wow, we've veered off.
Let's not talk about ventriloquists.
Ventriloquists.
All right. So you've got your concealer on.
Well, so that I don't look like that doll, I've got my Kosas Concealer on those areas. Follow that with the a translucent powder. I feel like the powder I'm about to recommend next doesn't...
So you're just putting the powder on those few little areas?
Yes, with a little brush. Just on those areas there.
I'm going to have to do a separate video where I try to follow this method because I feel like it would not work for me.
I promise you, once you get it down packed.
I'm going to try. I don't think it's going to work.
I so think it's going to work.
But the rest of my face is bare.
No, because then you're going to get the Bare Mineral, the Nude by Nature mineral foundation powder. Ooh. But I have to say,
Sounds crusty.
No, it melts into your face. So when you buff it on, it goes from a powder and it melts actually into a light to medium kind of foundation.
Oh.
With a glow for a powder.
Powder's actually brilliant at getting something done quickly.
Yes. But I have to say, do find it best to use the brush that they sell with it. It's the only one I use, not my regular powder brush.
That makes sense though. If they formulated a brush or designed it to go with a specific formula, that makes sense.
So. Yeah. You don't necessarily have to use the translucent powder before this. I just personally find that through the day,
It wears better?
Yeah, it wears so much better to use something that's just lightweight on those areas. And then get this, not in a very dark color, just literally whatever is matching your face shade. And just blend that around your cheeks, your face, your nose. And it gives you a really lovely coverage. And then I get the benefit. This is a little new one that I've discovered.
Is that the one with the 3 prongs?
Yes.
Yeah.
So because I found whenever I was trying to do the 5-minute makeup, my brows took up most of the time. And then what you do is you just draw the hairs onto your brows. So don't expect to be like reshaping your brows completely. It's
Just
really
filling
just
them in.
filling them in, a lovely natural finish, enough for this look.
Yeah.
Then I finish it off. If you have time, you can use a blush and a bronzer, but just in case, the Hoola bronzer, okay? Little Hoola bronzer they have so many colors in that. Just use a bit of bronzer around the side of the face. This is the MAC So Natural blush. And I like that on the top if I have extra time. And then I put a little bit of both of those on my eyelids. And then I get this. All right, this lip plumper is not for the faint of heart. The reason why it's good when you've got no makeup, it tingles so much
that it makes them as well.
It's not a
it brings
tint.
blood, but it brings blood because
it naturally goes pink. It naturally makes the lips red because it's like swelling. It's the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. I did not realize how extreme it was until one day I was doing this quick 5-minute makeup. And it was the first time I had used it on top of my lips without any lip liner or lipstick. And even with a lip liner and a lipstick, I feel it. I was like, oh my God, I feel this to my jaw. And then my lips were like this lovely pinky red color. And I was like, oh, that's actually really good when I'm trying to just be quick and not stress too much. And I have eyelash extensions, so I don't necessarily always use mascara for this.
I don't do mascara if I'm doing a 5-minute face. It depends on your eye shape and your preferences.
Yeah.
I actually quite like a no mascara look every now and then because I think it's very fresh and it makes you look younger.
It is very fresh, yeah. And if I really need to use a mascara, I'll probably just use it mainly on the outer corners and just to quickly on the top. I do not even use it at the bottom. I promise you, this is 5 minutes. It's just because we've done the back and forth. 15 minutes later, I'm
15 minutes later, you'll be like, oh, I was wrong.
It's going to be 5 minutes, I swear.
Okay. All right, my turn.
Your turn. I want to see. I am so curious about your 5-minute. You were so cocky about your 5-minute
but like I feel
makeup.
like I'm cocky, but also my look is going to be a lot like less makeup-y than yours. So you wouldn't like mine, I don't think. You'd be like, oh, it looks like you've got nothing on. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, well, let's see.
For me, it's just about looking fresh enough to run into your ex in public type vibe, you know?
Okay. I need a contour for that.
Well, funnily enough, mine actually does include a contour.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So about 8 years ago, I did a 3-minute makeup face video. So 3 minutes, not 5 minutes. And it went so viral.
3 minutes is good.
Because I think I had proper timestamps in it and people were like, how? Well, that's insane. Anyway, I tried to find it because I was like, I wonder if I would do the same thing now and even use some of the same products. But I couldn't locate it. I reckon it will probably be the same though because I've always sort of had that super quick face up my sleeve. 5 minutes is a whole different ball game to 3. It's like luxurious.
You're like, I've got an extra 2 minutes to spare here.
It's luxurious. So what I would do, I would apply the Chi Chi CC cream or the Ordinary skin tint with a brush all over my face.
Oh, that Chi Chi one's nice.
Yeah. Pretty decent coverage, covers everything, really easy to blend. So that's 1 minute. I would apply the Bobbi Brown corrector stick under my eyes, just that as concealer in that really dark area. 30 seconds. I'd just blend it with my finger or the same brush. It would not take any time at all. It's a peach undertone, so it just brightens that under eye area. Then I would fill in my brows and brush them upwards, probably with Benefit, but honestly anything that I would find. That's about 1 minute. The Westman Atelier contour stick. It has to be the Westman Atelier contour stick because on the cheekbones and then on the side of my nose, that's the easiest to blend. It's the quickest, best formula, really expensive. But if I'm doing a 5-minute face, I need it to be fast. That's 1 minute. Any stick blush, Once again, it just to stick so I can apply it straight to the face and I don't have to worry about mess getting everywhere. Blend upwards into the temple, 30 seconds. Then I do a lip liner and a tinted oil, 1 minute. That's it.
I really like that.
Fresh.
But then it doesn't last, does it?
I've got very dry skin, so it does.
Yeah. Okay.
When I do a 5-minute face, though, I'm not thinking of it to ever last the whole day. If that makes sense, it's only to last a short period of time when I'm about to run and I don't want to run into anyone looking like
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
We are going to give a few more tips of how we would level it up. So say we, as both of us tend to do, well, actually me more so, you drive somewhere, you only had 5 minutes to get ready, but then, actually, I've got an extra 5 to 10 minutes. What are we going to do to level up our look?
I think you can change your whole makeup look in 10 minutes.
All right, you go first. How are you leveling things up?
I would bring my eyeshadow palette with me. I would bring my lips, my lip liner, my lipstick with me. I would bring my bronzer and my blush and my concealer and my powder. So I would already have that just in my bag. For me, the big one is going to be your eyes. So if you can add a bit of extra eyeshadow and a bit of extra eyeliner to go from a natural everyday look to having a bit more of a stronger eye. Keep in mind, I haven't done the concealer how I normally would, so you can layer your concealer on here. If I do it how I normally do, there's no way after if you've baked in concealer, you can't put concealer on top of that and then you'd have to take off your whole base. So keep in mind, the way I've done my 5-minute makeup, that actually allows me to layer on more concealer and powder without it interfering. So a bit of eyeshadow, a bit of liner, smudge that through. I'm not worried about sharp lines here. I want it to kind of be lifted and smoldery.
More lift in.
Yes, right? Going to get the concealer, apply that under my eyes and down the center of my face, get my beauty blender, blend that all in, set that with powder, my translucent powder. Get my bronzer. I'm going to add an evening amount of contour bronzer. Put it on my eyes, put it on my nose underneath my jawline, and blush and your mascara and your put your lips on properly like a lipstick. And you literally go from a 5-minute makeup to an evening makeup and it lasts longer. Yes.
Question.
Yes.
I've seen you apply your lipstick.
Yes.
Like a proper lip. It takes you a solid 5 minutes just to apply a lip.
Oh.
How are we fitting all of this in?
If I'm in a rush,
okay,
I have that bad boy down pat.
Okay.
You give me 5 to 10 minutes, I will go literally from I am running around, going to the gym sort of makeup to full glam in 5 to 10 minutes.
Glam, you do real well.
Oh, thank you.
I would use also the Hoola bronzer. I would use that in my crease. So if I've got the additional 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to use the bronzer in my crease just to give my eye socket a little bit of definition. And then I would use just a little shimmer.
Love that.
Whether in a palette or single pan like this one, I would just use my finger to press it onto my lid.
Love that.
Then that would be a minute to do those two things. Then I would curl my lashes and apply mascara.
And you've got great lashes for that too. It'll be
I
a beautiful
do,
look on
which
you.
helps because that would then only take a minute. Then I would pop more concealer on any area where I needed a bit more coverage.
Love it.
A minute. I would set my bronzer with that same. So I just use that powder and also blush. So that would be the minute. And then I'd use a highlight because I love a highlight.
Yeah.
Also a minute. Oh, and if I've got that extra 30 seconds, a bit of brow gel so they don't fly all over the place.
Yeah, I love that.
I completely agree that you can so completely change your look, elevate it.
Completely different.
Yeah. You know what, actually? I'm going to take everything I said at the start of the video back because you do have such a long resume with you. I reckon you're going to do full beat in 5 minutes. You're going to be faster than me. Yeah. I'll be like,
Yeah, I could do it very, very quick.
Yeah, I believe you actually.
I mean, we'll see. End of
We'll
episode.
see.
Okay. Timer is on. SPF. Concealer. Mineral powder for the foundation. Don't try and scare me. I know where you're underneath my leg. Mummy's working. I'm doing this humped video, baby. I can see you under the table in the reflection. Okay, Bubba. Blush. My hands are slippery. Done. Under 5 minutes. Clap. Thanks, baby.